Antarctica is an extreme, frigid, and mysterious continent that has been largely unexplored by humans. But this makes it all the more intriguing because it poses so many questions about the planet we live on and our place in the universe. In today's video, we will explore some of the most thought-provoking facts about Antarctica and what they reveal to us about the world around us. First, let's look at some of the amazing and sometimes even bizarre natural phenomena that occur in Antarctica. One of the most striking sights in Antarctica is Blood Falls, a massive crimson waterfall that cascades down a mountainside. The blood-colored water may seem like something out of a horror movie, but it's actually a result of high concentrations of iron in the water. This iron-rich water has been sealed off from the atmosphere for so long that it has turned into a salty brine which accelerates the rust formation process. The result is a waterfall that looks like it's straight out of Jurassic Park. Another fascinating natural phenomenon in Antarctica is the singing ice. This occurs when the ice sheet moves and creates vibrations that produce eerie, haunting sounds. These sounds have been recorded by scientists who were studying the ice sheet, and they were surprised to find that the ice was making music. The sound is created by the pressure and stress on the ice sheet, and it can last for hours or even days. It's not exactly clear why the ice makes these sounds, but it's thought to be related to the movement of the ice sheet and the changing temperatures. Regardless of the cause, the singing ice is a truly remarkable and unforgettable phenomenon. But Antarctica is not just about ice and snow. It's also home to active volcanoes. In fact, it's one of the only places on Earth where volcanoes are active below the sea ice. One of the most active volcanoes in Antarctica is Mount Erebus, which has been continuously erupting for at least 1.3 million years. Mount Erebus is a shield volcano, which means that it has a very wide base, and its eruptions are relatively gentle. However, it still poses a threat to the scientists who study it, because it is one of the few places in Antarctica where lava flows onto the surface of the ice sheet. Beneath the icy surface of Antarctica lies a vast and mysterious landscape that is hidden from view. Using radar, scientists have discovered a network of subglacial lakes, mountains, and rivers that are located beneath the ice sheet. One of the most interesting discoveries is Lake Vostok, which is the largest subglacial lake in Antarctica and possibly the largest in the world. It is 250 kilometers long and 50 kilometers wide, and it contains over 4,000 cubic kilometers of fresh water. The discovery of subglacial lakes and rivers has raised many questions about the geology and biology of Antarctica. For example, how did these bodies of water form and what kind of life may exist in them? Scientists are still working to answer these questions, but the discovery of this hidden world beneath the ice sheet is a remarkable achievement of modern science and technology. Now let's talk about one of the most important aspects of Antarctica: its role in global climate. Antarctica is covered by a massive ice sheet that contains over 90% of the world's fresh water. This ice sheet is constantly changing in response to changes in temperature and precipitation, and it plays a vital role in regulating the Earth's climate. One of the biggest concerns about climate change is that the rising temperatures will cause the ice sheet to melt, leading to a rise in sea levels. A rise in sea levels could have catastrophic consequences for coastal communities around the world. Scientists are closely monitoring the stability of the Antarctic ice sheet to better understand the risks of climate change and to develop strategies for mitigating its effects. In addition to its role in regulating the Earth's climate, Antarctica also holds valuable data about past climates. By drilling deep into the ice sheet, scientists can extract ice cores that contain ancient air bubbles and other climate data. These ice cores provide a unique window into the Earth's past, and they allow scientists to study past climates in detail. One of the most exciting discoveries made through ice core drilling is the discovery of past human activity. By analyzing the composition of the ice, scientists have been able to identify the presence of human pollutants dating back decades. This has provided valuable insights into the history of human activity and the impact that humans have had on the environment. But Antarctica is not just about science and research. It's also a place of great beauty and wonder. The vast, desolate landscape is home to a variety of wildlife, including penguins, seals, and whales. And the stunning scenery has been captured in photographs and films that have become iconic images of the frozen continent. Many people dream of visiting Antarctica to experience its unique environment and to witness the incredible wildlife that lives there. Unfortunately, Antarctica is not without its dangers. The harsh weather conditions and remote location make it a challenging place to explore, and any trip there requires careful planning and preparation. Despite the dangers, many adventurers and scientists have been drawn to Antarctica's icy shores. From the first explorers who ventured into the unknown to the modern-day researchers who study its secrets, humans have been fascinated by Antarctica for centuries. Over the years, many brave souls have attempted to explore and conquer Antarctica, but not all of them have returned alive. In 1911, a Norwegian explorer named Roald Amundsen became the first person to reach the South Pole, beating out his rival, Robert Falcon Scott, by a month. But Scott and his team tragically lost their lives on the return journey due to severe weather and exhaustion. Another tragic tale is that of Ernest Shackleton and his crew, who became trapped in Antarctica after their ship, the Endurance, became stuck in the ice. They were forced to abandon ship and live on the ice for months, until they were eventually rescued. These are just a few of the many stories of tragedy and heroism that have occurred in Antarctica, a continent that has both fascinated and terrified humans for centuries. Despite the dangers, humans have continued to venture into Antarctica, driven by a desire to understand and explore the unknown. Today, Antarctica is a place of scientific research and international cooperation, governed by the Antarctic Treaty system, which aims to preserve the continent's environment and prevent it from being used for military purposes. The treaty has been remarkably successful in achieving its goals, and Antarctica remains one of the most peaceful places on Earth. For those who work in Antarctica, the isolation and remoteness can take a toll on their mental health. Many of the research stations are located in extremely remote areas, and the workers are often cut off from the rest of the world for months at a time. This can be a challenging experience for some people, and it is not uncommon for them to suffer from feelings of isolation, loneliness, and depression. To help address this issue, many organizations that operate in Antarctica have implemented measures to support the mental health of their workers. These measures include providing access to mental health professionals, creating a sense of community among the workers, and ensuring that they have the resources they need to stay connected to the outside world. Despite these efforts, the isolation and remoteness of Antarctica continue to pose a challenge, and it remains to be seen how well these measures are working. Some experts argue that more needs to be done to protect the mental health of those who work in Antarctica, and that greater attention needs to be paid to the psychological effects of isolation and confinement. Others argue that the current measures are sufficient and that the risks to mental health are outweighed by the scientific benefits of working in Antarctica. Ultimately, the question of how to best protect the mental health of those who work in Antarctica is a complex one that requires a careful balance of safety, scientific progress, and human well-being. As we continue to explore and learn more about Antarctica, it is important that we also consider the impact that our exploration is having on the continent itself and on the people who work there. Only by taking these factors into account can we hope to preserve the beauty and mystery of Antarctica for generations to come. It is easy to get lost in the immensity and mystery of Antarctica and the many questions it poses. What other wonders might lie hidden beneath its icy surface? What secrets might the ancient ice cores reveal about our planet's history? And as we face the challenges of climate change, what role will Antarctica play in shaping the future of our world? While we may never have all the answers, the journey of discovery is a worthwhile one. As we continue to explore and learn more about Antarctica, we not only expand our knowledge of the world around us, but also deepen our appreciation for the beauty and wonder of the natural world.